Okay, I'm going to record. Okay. Walter, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining us on this Zoom tonight. My name's Walt Anderson, and I'm from Northeast Ohio, Conneaut, Ohio, the extreme northeast corner, right on Lake Erie. And I'm an ultra runner. I've been running ultra marathons for about the last 3 years. And I also work construction. I've been doing that for the last 21 years. And there's a little bit about me. Our topics of discussion this evening will be the science behind CBD, the 7 indicators of quality CBD, and we'll give you some information about Green Compass also.
Great, thank you. My name is Laura Siepko. I am a partner. I'm with Walter. I'm a director with Green Compass. I have a background in healthcare, and the reason why I chose Green Compass to partner with is because we create the highest quality of CBD. And so what we're going to do tonight is I want to talk first and level set about what is CBD, because there is a lot of question around it. It's something that's kind of new to the market. In 2018, the Farm Bill was passed that legalized hemp to be produced and grown, and CBD to be created from that hemp if it had less than 0.3% of THC. And with that, along with the use and people and the experience of people, there was an explosion in the market, and we really do see it everywhere. And so we truly believe that it's our mission to educate people on how it works and what you need to look for in a quality CBD. Okay, so let's first level up here and talk about marijuana versus hemp, because I think a lot of people get confused. The marijuana and the hemp plant, they look the same, they smell the same, but they do not act the same. As you can see, marijuana has a high level of THC, and that's really what causes those psychoactive effects. But the hemp plant, where CBD comes from, where our CBD comes from, has a very high level of CBD and very low % of THC. And so there are no psychoactive effects with hemp. And like I said, it's legal to be grown throughout our country. It's safe for all ages, actually even our animals as well. What's really fascinating is how CBD works. So in the 1990s, the endocannabinoid system was discovered, and that system, all mammals have this system, and this system spans across the 11 major organ systems in our body. And what's really fascinating is when CBD enters our body, it interacts with this endocannabinoid system, and it puts our body in balance, both physically and mentally, and that's called homeostasis. And so the endocannabinoid system and CBD can help regulate mood, memory, stress, energy levels, appetite, your reproductive system. So there are so many potential benefits that CBD can offer our body because it interacts with our entire body. And we won't make any claims about treating or curing any disease. We're just sharing the potential benefits of CBD. And so what we see is so many people who have autoimmune issues, neurological issues, skin issues. There's so many different things, as you can see, across our entire organ system that CBD can help with. And there's decades of research behind it. So if you're curious and you want to understand any of the clinical research, just ask the person that invited you to this, and we can get you some links to the National Institute of Health, to projectcbd.org, and you can do some of your own research as well if you need a little bit more detail. But we want to tell you a little bit about our company because it's really important as you're looking at CBD is that what company you buy it from, because the industry is not regulated right now. So there's a lot of CBD out there that is just not pure and not quality, and we don't know what's in it. And so our organization is on mission, Green Compass, to be the leader in CBD and to be the most trusted source for CBD, and so that we create the highest quality of products. We were founded by Meredith and Sterling Cook, who are photographed there. And really, this company was founded from the love of a mother for her children. Meredith experienced postpartum depression, took CBD, and it helped her immensely. She wanted to give it to her children, but she realized that she really didn't know what was in the CBD she was given and she was taking. It worked for her, but she wasn't comfortable giving it to her children. So she asked her husband, who was one of the largest international sweet potato farmers in the world, if he could source some CBD, if they could grow some hemp. And so they partnered with some farmers who we'll tell you about, and we are on mission to create the highest quality of CBD. So let's talk a little bit about when you're looking for CBD. What is that? When I say what's high quality, what does that mean? Well, Green Compass hits these 7 things I'm going to tell you about. We nailed them on the head. And that's why I decided to partner with Green Compass. The first thing is that no matter what CBD you buy, it must have a certificate of analysis. And a certificate of analysis shares what the content is in the bottle. And again, the FDA actually did a research study, and they tested CBD products that were out in the market, and only 8, not 80, but 8% of the products that they tested actually contain the amount of CBD that the bottle claimed that was in it. So it's critical that you have that. And what that looks like is something like this. It's a document. A third party comes in, takes a CBD, they test it, and they create a document of all of the levels of everything that is in the bottle. That's critical. You must have that. So you're purchasing a CBD that doesn't have that, you might as well not waste your money, to be frank. The second thing is where the soil, what is it grown on? Hemp absorbs contaminants out of the soil. So it's so important to have clean soil to start with. And actually, 80% of our CBD in the United States right now comes from China. And that CBD is created from hemp in China. And that hemp in China oftentimes is grown to clean the contaminants and the pollution out of their air. So what's happening is we're having CBD shipped here. Companies are putting their own label on it, and that's called white labeling. And customers may believe that this CBD is from the US, but it's actually coming from another country that is using the hemp to clean their air. So while we're trying to put good in our body, we're actually putting toxins in our body. So that's really, really important. And in addition to that, it should be USDA certified organic soil. And that is a really rigorous thing to be able to accomplish for hemp and CBD. And actually Green Compass, as we understand it, is the only direct sales company that has the USDA organic certification label on our full spectrum products. And we are so proud to share that, because that really speaks to the purity and the quality of what we are delivering to our customers. The other 4 things are, how is it extracted? How's the CBD taken out of the plant? Well, the most environmentally friendly way and the best way that preserves the cannabinoids is carbon dioxide extraction. It's not the cheapest way to do it, but that's what we use. And we don't pass that extra cost to do that onto our customers. We just know that it's the right thing to do and it's the best thing to do. The CBD should also come from the hemp flower. You might see some CBD saying, oh, well, we have all of the hemp plant in our CBD. But that's not a bad thing, but that's not the best thing. Because the best part, the most abundant part of CBD comes from the flower. So we only get our CBD from the hemp flower. So that means you're getting the most when you're putting that CBD in your body. Clear and golden color, that indicates the processing, if the byproducts are removed. So if it's clear and it's golden and it's not brown and dark, then if it's clear and golden, that means that it's very pure. And then the final thing is the oil, the carrier oil. If you Google carrier oils for CBD, you will see that coconut oil, MCT oil, which we use, is the Cadillac of oils. And that is wonderful because it helps deliver more of the cannabinoids to your body to absorb. So that's it in a nutshell. The 7 things you must know. And a lot of people don't know this. Most people don't know this. I didn't know this before I started with Green Compass. But when I learned this, when I learned that education is key, and that if we understand what we're putting in our body and we're educated consumers, then we're going to get the most out of our experience with the CBD, and we're going to put the best product in our body. And that's why we're on mission to share this. What makes us a little different? These are our farmers that Meredith and Sterling Cook partnered with. And this is pretty much a summary of many things that I already shared. Highest of quality. Our commitment to be trusted. We are a CBD company. We're not a protein shake company that wants to sell CBD. We're a CBD company. And we have the ability to adapt to the growing demand for innovation. We partner with the University of North Carolina. We have a lab on their Wilmington campus, and we are currently innovating products that we need now and in the future. We're a vertically integrated company. What does that mean? That means that we plant our seeds and we take it all the way to the bottle. So no one touches that before you get that CBD. The only people that touch that is that third party testing us and doing a gut check saying everything that you're putting in that, we're going to create that certificate of analysis, and we're going to validate that everything you say is in that CBD is in that CBD. So we're going to talk a little bit, a high level about our products. We offer a full line of tinctures, and these are the tinctures that you put the oil under your tongue. We have full spectrum, isolate, and broad spectrum. And so we can offer it all. Full spectrum contains everything in the CBD plant. It has a complete array of the compounds. Isolate is just CBD, just only CBD in that bottle. And then broad spectrum is new, and so we're so excited because we don't know of many companies that offer all 3. Broad spectrum is all the plant compounds, but no THC. So it offers everything, but not the THC. And that's a great option for people maybe who are mail carriers or truck drivers or operate machinery, and they might need to have that option. In addition to that, we have something for animals. We love our fur babies. I have 3 dogs. I have one with autoimmune, so they're all using it to keep them calm, especially in the storms like tonight. But my one with autoimmune, I'm very, very committed to giving that to her every single day for her autoimmune disease. And we also recently just came out with Boost, Immune, Sleep, and Pain. These are incredible. They have no CBD in them. They are just terpenes and essential oils. And basically terpenes are the essential oils of plants, but they're targeted for these specific things. So we have a Boost that's targeted and has terpenes, essential oils from the plant that focus on your immune system. Same for sleep and same for pain. I use the sleep over the last couple weeks, and it's been incredible. I've had most incredible sleeps. Walter, can you share a little bit about your experience with the Reduce?
Yeah, like I mentioned in the opening, I've been running ultra marathons, and this summer I was participating in a virtual race across Tennessee. So that requires you to run 635 miles between May 1st and August 31st. And I finished it in 45 days. At that point, the arthritis in my right foot flared up. And when I called the doctor, the nurse said, just take some ibuprofen. And so I wasn't too keen on that. So I contacted Laura and asked her what she had, and she suggested the Reduce cream. And it has worked for me. I usually apply it before I go to bed, and then in the morning before I go to work, and I'm usually good for the day. In fact, my foot feels normal at this point.
And you know what's really rewarding to me when I do this is that someone who I call Walter the bionic man because of the miles he puts on himself, on his body running, is that if a solution that we can offer can help him with his quality of life from a work standpoint, but also doing what he loves, that's an amazing gift for all of us. So thank you for sharing that. Here's a couple other things that we wanted to talk about as well, is our Soothe Natural Body Cream.
Yeah, I got my kit last week, and I saw the Soothe in there. I had asked Laura about hand cream because as a construction worker, in the wintertime up here, hands get pretty dry. And I also battle carpal tunnel every now and then, depending on what type of job I'm doing. And I've been using that. I usually put it on after I get out of the shower, and then I'll put it on before I go to work. And it's really calmed down the carpal tunnel, the inflammation in my wrist, and then the arthritis in my knuckle. So that's definitely going to be one of the staples in my house.
I'm so happy to hear that. Walter, share what you're about the soaks. One last share for us tonight.
Yeah, Laura told me that they had a Mother's Day kit, which included the soaks. So I got that for my wife, and she's a radiological tech at our hospital and works night shift. And so she had just completed a set of 3 nights in a row, and she used that, and she felt so much better, refreshed after that.
And I swear by these bath soaks. So they definitely relax you, and the rest is my favorite. And they also make your skin feel amazing. We also have, I'm just highlighting a few things tonight. We have essential oil roll-ons, which have 100 milligrams of CBD, but also help with, different things that you might be dealing with. For me, my favorites are the Calm and Rest roll-on, help me sleep at night, and the Focus, because sometimes I can have a little bit of an issue with lack of focus. And we do have more products as well. We just wanted to highlight some tonight for you. And everything we offer, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's no risk to giving it a try, because we stand by our word. So with that in mind, I wanted to introduce Valerie. She's one of our presidential founders at Green Compass, and she's going to share a little bit with you about our business opportunity before we close up.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get up a few times because, of course, when I do something like this, my dogs become children and everyone was needing me, so I kept having to go take care of them. But anyways, thank you for getting on. So, am I echoing? Echo.
Is everybody on? Let's see if everybody's on mute.
Maybe Walter's not. I don't know. I just was hearing an echo. Anyways, I am from Texas, so you'll probably pick up on the accent from me. But so thanks for getting on. So I actually did not even know what CBD was. I didn't really understand it before I joined Green Compass. And I was thinking, I didn't understand how people could sell like this because I thought it was illegal, like, we kind of talked about. But CBD is obviously totally legal. But I've been in this network marketing industry for 10 years, and it's one of those things that I never thought it was a business that I would get into because I didn't understand how incredible it could be. I really just didn't know. I thought, is it a pyramid? I didn't understand. And now that I've been in it and been at the top level of several companies and see what this industry can do, partnered with a product like a really good quality CBD that is a huge, massive market space. I don't think you mentioned, if you did, it's probably when I was putting my dogs up, but it's like a $600 million industry estimated to be 24 million. I don't know if you mentioned that or not.
No, I didn't.
In 3 years, which is huge. So when I heard that and I was looking to partner with another company a year and 4 months ago, and I heard how big the market space is for CBD, and health and wellness is the biggest arena of the network marketing, I was like, sign me up. I want to be a part of this. So you can go to the next slide.
Yep.
I may have mentioned some of this. So, what's so cool about network marketing is when you have a product like Green Compass, if they just sold it, or this CBD, if they just sold it retail, you might walk into a store and see it and look at it and not really know the full story behind it. And understanding that, we are USDA organically certified, which is not an easy task. And it's not all the product, it's the full spectrum products. And our hemp is all USDA organically certified. That is a really big deal because, like Laura was saying, CBD that comes, or in hemp that comes from China, they use that hemp plant to clean their air. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be putting something in my body that's been cleaning out the pollution, because that's just gross, right? So they went the route of the network marketing industry because you can reach so many people. You can reach people all over the country. If you've got friends up north or south or east or west, or they live in a town of 100, I mean, they can do this business with you, or you can sell the product to them. So that's the beauty of the network marketing industry. And like I said, the health and wellness is the biggest arena of the network marketing industry. So, you know, when you've got that giant piece of pie and then you partner with CBD and how massive the CBD industry is and how big it's becoming. And a lot of these companies is another thing that's kind of interesting is a lot of the companies you hear about, like people say, oh, well, I can get CBD at the gas station. And I'm like, yeah, you can, but the CBD is terrible. Like, you don't want to take that CBD. You get what you pay for, right? So, I mean, who even knows if it has CBD in it? But as we get more and more regulated, Green Compass is just going to keep going up and up and up. Meanwhile, these other companies are going to fizzle out because of the FDA and the FTC and all of that. So we will be still rocking and rolling with our business. Natural, you know, people are looking, they all want to look and feel better. Everyone does. And especially now with what's been going on, I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, I haven't slept since March, or this is happening. I have a little more anxious thoughts than I used to have. And people just want to feel better. So, and then the last thing is, you know, with Green Compass, we have the product, we have the compensation plan partnered with leadership. So like I said, I've been in this industry for a while. And so it was very important to me to partner with a company that had really, really strong leadership and really big integrity, because I'm not going to do this again. Like, I wanted this to be my last company, and I love this type of industry, but I needed to make sure that it had the main three things: the product, the compensation plan, and the leadership. And we have that. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this was our first year in the business. So now we started February 6th, 2019. So now we are a year and a half into it. But our first year, our company was hoping to sell 300,000. That was their goal. And we sold over, I think it was 11.5 million. So it's pretty fantastic. And we, as you can see, we have a huge customer base. So that was our first year. Now it's probably doubled that, because we've been going bananas at this company. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And then we have, you know, probably 10,000 now advocates. So we are talking ground floor. I think, and I can't remember the statistics, but I think it's like the first 100,000 in a company is what they call ground floor, something like that. And I could have just made that up. It's like 100,000. And I'm like, we only have, you know, like 10,000. So it's still really, really new. And ground floor, it's a great opportunity. Next slide. And I won't talk about Child Fund, but I think it's pretty fascinating that our first year in the business that we actually donated $20,000 to the Child Fund International. So we're helping others, not just, you know, helping others feel better, but also with the business. And then we're helping give back to other places as well, other philanthropies. Okay, so this is what we have, the business kit. So we have two different business kits. And this is actually the old one. And I meant to show my little printed off piece of paper, but this kit actually changed recently. So we have one that is $499, and it's basically everything we offer, almost everything. I wish I could show what that kit looks like, but it's basically, it's $499 kit, but it's $1,100 worth of products. So it's a huge, huge savings. And I tell people, you know, it's one of those things with a business like this, it doesn't come around very often, for one thing. But the other thing is, to start a business for $299 or $499, the $299 kit is, I think, a 40% discount. No, 50% discount, and maybe, anyways, I'm not sure, but they're a really big discount. But obviously the bigger one, you get more products, and then you can have more to share, because you do want to be able to share the products. Because you know, like the Soothe Cream, you know, Walter was talking about the Soothe Cream. Well, I've given, my mom uses that because she's got some issues with her hands, but she uses the reduced cream because she has, you know, she has just tension here. And so she uses different creams just depending on what the issue is. But it's good to have those products to be able to say, oh, here, try this. See what you think. You know, try this roll-on and see what you think. And Laura mentioned the Calm roll-on. That one is my favorite. And now the Boost to Sleep is my two favorites. But I've sleep really well because of CBD, but since March, I was finding that I was not sleeping as deeply, and the Calm just helps me go to sleep. The little roll-on, I roll it on my temples, under my nose. My husband does it on his wrist, on his temples. And then the Boost to Sleep, I sleep so good. It's amazing. So I like to tell people, you know, with this opportunity, I know it's something that it's not for everyone, but I also say, you know, give it a try. You never know until you give it a shot. I mean, like I said, 10 years ago, I was like, I will never do network marketing. I didn't understand what it can do. But now looking back in the 10 years and how it's drastically changed our life, and I just had to go to college, and I'm not as stressed as I normally would be, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, how are we even going to do all this? But it's just really, and it's also rewarding because we're helping people feel better. Like this little bottle, when you have somebody like, Walter's testimonials, when they come to you and say, I can't believe it, but I actually got out of bed in the morning and I wasn't hobbling on my foot that's, always hurt me. And I can actually get out of bed and not feel that discomfort, or I'm sleeping great, or I don't have those anxious thoughts anymore. It really does make you feel good, like you're helping people and just a better quality of life. But then you partner with the opportunity and a chance to make, whether you want to make a couple $100 extra a month, or whether you want to replace an income or whatever. Obviously you have to work. I tell people, it is work. You do have to work, just like in the construction business. If you want to earn money, you've got to actually work. You can't just say you're in construction and not work, right? So it's just an opportunity that I think is worth looking into. And we're here to help. That's what we do. This is my full-time job. I live and breathe and die helping others and help reach their goals and succeed. And let's see, I don't know if there's another slide.
That's it.
Okay, so that's it. So thank you. I'll let Laura wrap it up, or Walter wrap it up, but thank you for your time. I love to share about CBD, and I love to share about the opportunity. And so just being able to speak to you guys, and if y'all have any questions, ask, Walter or Laura, because we're here to help. And, we just want everyone to get the word out about a good quality CBD and then the business opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you. Walter, you want to close it up?
Sure. I just want to thank you, each of you, for joining us tonight. I was very encouraged to see us have 7. And if you have any questions, like Valerie said, get a hold of Laura, myself, or even Valerie, and we'll help point you in the right direction. And so once again, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.